lâche la qui m'a dit ça me au bord de pour drive.
Oui, ça oui.
So qui te quand tu vas te miser.
Quand oui souffler vite.
Eh bien, pour ça que vous voulez me danser pour ça. Là-bas, quand oui souffler, là vous t'aider à le finir, ça il va après toi.
Il y a qu'à l'absent là oui.
Moi, avec tout le monde bonjour, Premier ministre, tout le monde ring the bell. Moi, ça arrive pas là. On dit bonjour pour dire que madame la qui dit qu'à côté de là. On dit toutes les autres personnes qui attendent pour moi, c'est Jean qui côté qu'à côté moi.
Balata.
C'est Jean Balata, moi, Daphne qui a Caïn, Befelina, moi, fin parler puis en New York, Sandra. On dit tout bonjour, tout ici, moi, côté, ça qui est mon contact par là. Merci, un chay.
Ok, ma collègue.
Okay.
Yes, no problem.
Good night. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Right, we have another call coming in. Good night, you're on the air. Let's keep it real on Crossfire. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yes, good night. I'm calling Millet.
Millet, look milk.
Yes. Millet, la prière, Millet, oui. Ça dit là, c'est monsieur, moi, tout ok là.
No,
All right, Angela.
Oui. Champion. Moi, t'es notre calomie, mago. Moi, je veux de toi, mago, parce que.
Vous voulez mango?
Mago, côté qui mago, on pas aller.
Millet pas. La Millet ni sait pas. So quoi bay moun sait pas pour mango.
Non, mais après ça, moi, je vais faire le double mago aussi, mais dans la cabine, là,
Ok.
Oui. Champagne, moi, je veux de toi, mago, champagne.
Oui, non là.
Oui. So, nous de quoi belle homme d'ailleurs à la Crossfire, moi la casse chic total, moi les gars.
Oui.
Okay.
Oui. Mon cheka, Mr. Redman, good night. Bye bye.
Okay. Okay, good night to Jack Mel. We have Jack Mel in the house. We got a message from Jack Mel. Okay, so as I was saying, we have a government which is working. And if you notice, every single project, any investor that this government speaks to is in negotiations with, is in discussions with. Labor nearby pudi. Compte sa gouvernement ka fait. Fait by about COVID, you need a problem. Doubout cruise ship, you need a problem. Ouvert place là, fait cruise ship entre, you need a problem. Doubout flights, you need a problem. Entre flights, you need a problem. Doubout alcohol, you need a problem. Ouvert alcohol là, pour Mother's Day, en l'autre cas de ou ka fait Saint-Lucien alcoholics. N'importe ça, mais c'est vous la maudit.
You just say a problem.
Oh,
Simply, you just say a
my
problem.
gosh. But you see, folks, let me tell you something. Like clockwork, and I will bring it to your attention so that you can see for yourself. Just wait. Because, c'est dernier dégoué à présent. The final countdown, 1 month to go. Today is the 12th of July. You fait toutes des audios. Et qui ça qui fait? Rien.
And they still cannot achieve anything out of that.
And
toutes des autres là yo faire. Yo pas ça joindre rien from ça puisqu'il c'est l'autre des autres en bas job couillon.
Et yo ça bat pan la pani press prize.
Yo pas ni plan. Mais yo ni pan.
Yo tire elle là.
Oui. Yo tire. Yo ni pan. Encore pas ni kajik voler pan moun. Am texte là yo souhait. Pourquoi il a bossé?
So,
you know,
raison bad pan na sorti during coronavirus là en Italie, let's say frontline workers là, they got fait un bon job. C'est mon nan sorti en balcon parce que tout le monde Italie en bas lockdown. So c'est mon nan de gars sorti ka congratulate him first frontline workers là. So les bas parti a you can congratulate gouvernement. Les autres pas ouais ça gars.
Oui.
The Labour Party is congratulating the government for a job well done after 5 years. The people in Italy started off with this beating of a pan to congratulate the frontline workers of the coronavirus. So the Labour Party is following suit. They are congratulating the UWP government for a job well done.
So the pan beating there is for the government and also the CMO.
They are congratulating everything.
Yeah, that is
so
good.
So tomorrow, I understand there's a pan beating tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard
they are going to be gathering again. Who organized it?
Richard Frederick.
Mr. Frederick will be organizing a pan beating to congratulate Alan Shasley on a job well done.
But let me tell you something. Regardless what they do, what they say, sayo ha fe, sayo ha di, yo sa he le, yo sa ule. You have to wait on Prime Minister Alan Shasley to announce the date of elections. It could be next week, it could be the week after, it could be the week after that, up to July the 12th.
So my thing, Dr. Sigrid, is not to talk about Labour. I think I've spoken about Labour Party from last year into this year. Maybe once in a while we can talk. I am here to talk about the achievements of this government. Every once in a while, you will, someone call you and you want to engage them. You talk about.
But you have to refute the nonsense.
Yes, you have nonsense. This is why we are bringing out the government ministers, the parliamentarians that have done great job. Did you see Honorable Herbert Stanislas on Friday morning? Did you listen to Honorable Dominic Fede?
Yes.
Banu Bella.
Herod Stanislas, he's ready.
That's right.
Wait.
Dominic Fede, he's ready. Fortuna Belrose.
Alan Chasley.
Il Acabayo.
Not forgetting
Ezekiel Felix Nugale. Nous allons from Dr. Secret pour Ezekiel Joseph.
Ezekiel Joseph.
Gail Rigobert. Edmond Estefan. Nous allons descendre à ma pipi à présent. Honorable
Joseph.
Dayo.
Non, nous pouvons pas heavy là. Nous allons dans un book qui heavy aussi. Mais il pas qu'à drive en vroom vroom. Mais il s'est qu'à buy vroom vroom coupa.
Big Daddy. 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 Millie, Big Daddy.
Oui, bah nous Big Daddy. Who noticed how he had the book if I'm fair to the go. Tout play. Many they got here about play that.
Yeah.
But hey, Mr. Butch, vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch, cause you ain't gonna regret your vote.
Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. Go now. Go. Hey, if you want, just put your tick on your ex.
Yeah.
Mary go on a side there. Full show coming down. Flabo taking the whole tongue. Take Nuka Aletico long. Nuka Piche yo convon. Here we go, people. Right now there. UWB, let me go now. Vote Butch. Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Daddy. Now
Big Daddy.
Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Here we go now. Vote. Big Daddy. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. I want to
vote Mr. Butch, cause you ain't gonna regret your vote.
Here we go now. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. I want you to vote Mr. Butch, cause you ain't gonna regret. There we go.
What would ça? Mary Isaac, Honorable Mary Isaac, Senator Mary Isaac, fait l'élection par 49 votes.
Oui.
Adam, ensuite, Labour Party had dominated for almost 30 years. You dominate ça. Nous passons avec pièce manière, but ça pète ça.
Licks.
Massa ouais, but ça
But gandi ovay, Butch ka deshi we vroom vroom. Vroom vroom.
Because Butch we la san non man connaît un site of Butch and la c'est area, c'est passé.
Oui.
This is Butch passé.
Yes.
When you talk about Marigo, you talk about Puaso, you talk about Goodlands. This is Butch passé. If he was anyway smart, he would have just been out. Just been exact.
Oui.
Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote because you ain't gonna regret your vote. Folks, Castries South is going to be hot. It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Self-blood, Bob Brand.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We have a call here via WhatsApp. Good night. You're on the air. It's Crossfire.
Good night.
Good night to you.
Good night.
Good night.
That's right. But Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Yes. I like your show.
Well, thank you very much. And where are you calling from?
Cicero.
Oui.
Let me say something, Doctor. Hello, caller, you there? Hello?
Yes.
What is the vibes like in Cicero in regard to Mr. Butch?
Yes.
The vibes is good?
Yes.
All right, beautiful.
Hey, you have a good night, okay?
Champagne.
Hey,
Champagne.
oui.
Butch Cabayo, when they lower il est peine. Il a disappeared.
What's up, sir? Monsieur Vanessa,
You have to run.
okay.
Yes. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, good night.
Champagne.
Good night. You're on the air. Let's Crossfire.
Nobot.
Yes, good night.
Mr.
Good night.
Nobot,
Good night.
Champagne. Good night, Mr. Dr. Secret.
Good night.
Vote for Herod Stanislas. I was proud to Herod. Proud of Herod. That was good. Proud of Herod. Herod Stanislas.
Herod stands with us.
Yes, Herod stand with us. Oh, I was proud. I'm proud. Yesterday,
You're proud of what you saw yesterday?
I wasn't hungry. I wasn't thirsty.
Yes,
when
I
I
know.
saw
A lot of
Herod
people were
and
crying.
the mayor, oh, that's great. That was happy. That's great.
There's more to come, caller. There's more
I was
representation.
proud of that.
There's more to come.
I was proud of them.
All
Oh,
right.
Herod.
Are you all set to vote? I
am there ready.
Who have verified, who have checked, Kiko Teuka vote tut by.
Yes, I know. I call him Raf, Mr. Dr. Secret knows me. He know me.
Yeah. My people are right. My people
Yes,
okay?
everything is all right. Everything is all right.
That's good.
Okay.
Yes, darling. Okay. Have
All
a
right.
good
Thank you
night.
very much. Have a good
Take
night.
care.
All right.
Yes, Coco. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Now, tonight, let me tell you now. Tonight, we're going to keep it real on Crossfire. Okay? Dr. Secret sees it every day. We've heard about it.
Yes.
We've heard the people of the north, of Babono, Grand Rivière, Corinth,
Yes.
Ball, Hele, 10,000 Mary Madeleine, about the traffic intersection there by the Dame Paulette School.
You're right.
Eka poison, l'année go roundabout. Ka fait la, sa ou ka we Dr. Secret.
Eh bien, moi-même, quand le gouvernement ça la katan hele Simona. Puisque là où dit moi depuis ouais il a fait 2 heures. Moi ni pour 4 chili pour passer par Mondidon pour descendre balada. Puis si m'a fait ça, moi ka fait 10 minutes de temps en trafic là. Hier moi ajouté en le trafic là depuis bon Caribbean Cinemas pour arriver en intersection ça côté you ka faire roundabout là.
Right.
Bon, le travail ça toi puis quoi fait. Moun pa ni pou do bout en roundabout ka espé machine. Bakay kay flou. Ek pou position ka di rien pas ka fait à pays. Bou ça nous pour faire. Là nous gagne élection. Nous ka mawe yo tous les 6 der en flatbed truck.
Ek porte yo pou ouais.
Drive yo tout partout. Qui la pique qui soleil chauffé assise là dans zone der truck là. Ek an gade toi vaille la zo parti ça ouais qui ka fait à pays. Ek moi sérieux. Nous ni pour jeune yo pour mener yo faire ça. Ek vous savez ça moins aimé about ça monsieur Nobot champagne. À monsieur Herod etc. lycée. Là ni a prépare 5 madame, jeune madame, 5 femmes qui travaillent en lait chimé et contracteur.
Champagne. Oh, on pays.
Oh, on pays.
La bien femme, madame, qui travaille. Oui.
So, ou ka di moi, opposition, ka di gouvernement, du bout de ce travail, ça, bay moun l'argent, vowe ces madame ça là, kayo. Et moi, si ouais, presque toutes ces madame ça là, yo ni riche, même si yo ne bende. Ça qui peut qu'on ni, yo ni maman, yo ni papa, yo ni moun, yo responsable. So, bagay ça la opposition ka dia, because l'année about yo trois qui ha fou. Yo trois. Moi, correct information. Trois ha fou. Yon qui te vieux fort, il vient faire une vidéo bon gouverneur. Yo dit moi, il prend pas Maïgo, il regarde côté, c'est yot là rentré. Là, yon qui commence à tourner pour un bœuf en chose.
Où ni ça là?
Bœuf la ladje.
Bœuf la ladje, pas yon ni là. Ou pas moi ça?
Moi, oui, mais ma souveni.
Non, c'est ça, en danser neuf. Non, pour ton à danser.
Oui.
Moi, j'ai maringue, moi, j'ai cordwheel, solo. Ma jamais oué qualité de ce sort.
Donc, si moi jamais tourner, si mon Dieu blesse moi pour la vie, et que moi tourner l'âge monsieur, moi fais ça comme un maçon d'or pièce. Non, t'as l'air, moi aller. Moi je demande Dr. Sigwe qui non où ça va être danser ça. Mais rigolo.
C'est bœuf ça.
Oui. Tani, hein? Tani.
Non, mais nous pas ni à ce qu'il n'a.
Yo kay banou tale.
Ba la kay chaud tale, papi.
Ba la kay chaud.
Qui non ça va danser ça?
Garçon, les regarder ça sent ba ringa rose moi là. Because ou ha ça
ringa rose c'est ka tourner.
Il passe à bien lever pied, moi pas un monde dit moi ça tout temps chimé yo met un petit à concrete. So we can rumble.
You know there's a question that has to be asked and it's a very serious question. What has changed with the 6 candidates that almost lost their seat?
Nothing. Every one of them were in fear.
Every single one of them was in fear.
Yes,
they had lost
Close.
a lot of votes. What has changed?
Nothing.
From 5 years ago
For them.
for the 6 candidates that we do have the opposition?
Music, levez volume. Gata nano.
Ouais, messieurs.
It's amazing what people would do for politics. Huh? Ça va pas pour gars, oui. Parce que ça c'est vraiment couillon tout.
Est-ce que vous changez morceau de terre qui plate là?
Frizzly là. Yeah.
I brush down she and it is like why she friend so me step up the yard teach her
You know?
Ok. Donc si vous monsieur William et puis monsieur Champagne.
Combien d'années vous avez fait politique? Ou t'es premier ministre, il est à où?
C'est ça, ou descend. Quel dégueu ça?
Non, moi
chez mon maintenant.
Moi le dis un bagage là. Est-ce que nous devons changer? You did mean Socos là as a trial.
Oui.
En Saint-Lucie. Quoi vous mettez? Vide bouteille là?
Vide bouteille.
Oui.
Vous jouez la dernière trial Socos.
Oui.
But right now, Premier ministre Alan Chastanet, where à présent, il est nécessaire pour lui autre Socos. Ça c'est trial.
So ça veut dire nous pas ni pour l'autre pays aille order Socos pour venir nous ni all local Socos nous
6 clowns. 6 clowns.
Charles qui ça là?
Ça pas bail l'audience.
So ça pas un real bail, so ça pas un real bail là. Ah non, on allait parler. Non, nous voulons nous d'abord quitter monsieur répondre. Des feuilles d'eau ça il a dit. Qui ça qui là? So right now nous need local clown. So that's a local clown.
C'est pour là aller l'école clown. Où ça vient l'école clown hein?
Yon ni bay pour faire tellement avant l'élection ça donne.
Non. Mais bande au bail. Où savent l'année l'école clown hein? Ou ka aller là pour un certificat clown ou ça.
Monsieur a graduate, il a well certified. So right now, monsieur.
So il bail yon petit bail.
Ça ou ka créer job security. Puis après yo kick ces boucs ça dehors. Yo ça est fun n'importe quoi avec clown.
Ouais, monsieur, quand je suis à ce qu'on
oui.
Non, il y a un appel. Good night, you're on the air. It's Crossfire. Crossfire.
Good night to everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Okay, secret.
Oui.
No, but.
Yeah. Parlez.
Ouais, mon frère, ministre a monté position. Oui. Parce que moi, c'est un bouc international qui a campé dans le chai. Et le chef, camarade, moi, je voulais connaître bouc là.
Oui.
So, moi, je voulais apporter.
Vous voulez apporter?
Nous allons apporter un let's queen now, sir.
Hein?
Nous allons mettre un portrait pour tout le monde qui va voir Big Daddy. Nous allons mettre un let's queen.
Big Daddy.
Ok? Oui, nous allons mettre un let's queen now, sir. Nous allons mettre exemple, Bob Ayukadi là, à Meban, parce que ça, mon pas connaître qui mon Big Daddy est, pas mon cas suisse. Mais la nation est bonne ici qui passe avec mon Big Daddy. So nous allons mettre un portrait en let's queen now, sir. Okay?
Alright, something I don't like that.
Yeah. And it's a good thing he's bringing up.
Yeah,
there,
that is
there's
true,
a lot of people that don't know.
Especially the new candidate.
Good night, you're on the air. It's Crossfire. Good night, you're on the air. It's Crossfire.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Mr. Champagne.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ring the Bell.
Ring the bell is not that tonight to do.
Mr. Nabat.
Yes.
I would like some 2 tickets.
You would like 2 tickets?
Bingo, yeah, we do have tickets.
Beg your pardon?
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Hospital Road.
Okay, so you call us on Monday. I will have it. I will bring them to you.
Okay, my darling.
All right, call me on Monday morning. I will have the tickets brought to you. Yes, Dudu.
Mr. Champagne.
Yes.
You from Bakatel?
Yes.
I know your brother.
Oh, good. All right. What is your name?
Bobo.
Oh, yes, he was. Yes. All right then.
That time I used to live by my aunt. Yeah, my auntie used to live there. McClement.
Oh, okay. I remember McClement. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I got to know you.
yes. That's easy.
So
you remember the days we were bathing in the river?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, my aunt used to live by the bridge and
we used to bathe in the river under the bridge. Yes.
Yeah.
No, we had clothes on. Don't let anybody try to think of anything hanky panky. Nice to hear you, darling.
No. But I admire you all the time on the show. And then my brother tell me he's Bob's brother.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So call me on Monday on the show and I'll have the tickets brought to you, okay?
Okay, my
all right, darling. Have a good night. Yes.
But
okay.
Something, let me tell you.
Yes.
Let me tell you. Because when that I had to be at hospital, I had to be Monday down. But when I cannot get cell call there. It's when I came back on Wednesday. I'll call you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's willing.
Okay.
Because I'll be in town on Wednesday.
Okay, well, call me on Wednesday then.
Yes, my darling.
All right, dude.
Okay. All right. Good night.
All right. Me, madame, ou ka faire mon 200 yeux, mon ka c'est d'ici ni socos.
Moi bien.
C'est d'ici ban pièce socos, garçon.
Voilà.
Mais socos.
Moi pas no talim boy.
Qui ça qu'a fait?
Ikalimbo.
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 Ok.
Ok, bonsoir.
Ça va échapper.
Bonsoir.
Il y a des limbo.
C'est mon abat là, juste qu'on a commencé, là où il disait, nous avons venir dans l'autre mission. Nous
Ok.
tout cas de base.
Good night, you're on the air, Crossfire.
Hello. Mr. Tide.
Oui, oui.
Shut up, bonsoir. Hello.
Good night, you're on the air, it's Crossfire.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, good night, sir. Mr. Guy Joseph.
How's that going in there?
The going is nice. It's
Well,
going good.
We need a control man. I hope you could play the control. We need a man to play the control.
Now, Tansa. Où t'as toutes ces jours à nous parler about Flambonia plan. Et que les bas parmi pièces plan.
You only a pan.
C'est bougla quoi, c'est pan moun ka parle about.
Oui.
C'est bougla pas ça même spell pan. Ek plat. Vous comprenez so yo vini et que yo prend bad yo pan vide et que yo ka just fait des ordres et puis.
Oui.
Dis ces moun les bas, c'est un plan nous ka parle about, c'est pas un pan.
Ça oui, Mr. Minister, ça oui. Plan.
It's obvious that Labour Party pas ka comprendre. Yo ka ba masse yo devant there. Yo ka Léo yo ka grow économie, c'est devant there yo ka fait yal. A dit monter, il ka prend descendre. Et now tout le monde, tous ces jours, nous ka parler about qui plan Labour Party si yo gagne élection. Qui mani yo ka run pays. Qui plan Philippe JPM, qui ça yo ka fait. C'est bougla just point by ça et yo just vini et ka bad yo pam vite. Now moi vle hot faire en solo à ça dans nous.
Oui, nous allons payer.
That nous dit les bas c'est un plan nous vle mais yo maintenant pas.
Nous allons manger ça, nous allons payer. Bon, vous savez merci de Mr. Minister that you arrange pour you sani pan city pan Sunday en city ça arranged by Richard Frederick.
Kalte pan moun ebe pan.
Pan, yo kay bat pan en city à demain.
Oh, c'est pour dire, Dr. Secret, dire try joindre by original.
Moi,
tout ça, c'est bouk ça qu'a fait, c'est copycat.
Oui.
Yo pas ça vini, toute phrase yo kay servi, c'est phrase à l'autre monde.
Oui.
Yo e bay pan ça, Italie, et ces places là, yo te ka bay ça, les Covid commencé, et que yo ka vini fait ça simplicity, accordé ça original idea. Ça pas rien original. C'est just by you can copy because ou savent là l'école et qu'on pas fait et qu'on pas pay attention pour sa teacher a dit et qui yo bay un test ça m'a aidé les ça yo ka fait c'est yo ka copy
lot student
from lot qui ka assis boy ou attend ça ou ka assis demamay a sorti en bas et des là te ka prend demamay et ben dès là où mamay ka longer couillon juste en l'autre side là les bas parti parmi pièces plan yo pas jamais no idea c'est juste ça yo juste project moun yo ka voler ek idea moun autant ça yo dit about ou quoi un homme qui tellement expérimenté en politique comme Spider pour manière Spider a développé Gozile depuis vini ou ka di moi on ti braille vini là qui joue ça en politique pas une pièce expérience à rien ka di c'est plein that Spider volé et ben ka plagiarize plein
c'est un exemple. So c'est Lyon qui ça rangé si mais c'est Lyon
qui laisse plan ça y
bêtise.
No, but there's young by Spider parler about by
Foundation.
Credit Union.
Parlez tout ça, c'est pour ça. Parlez, c'est pas plan.
Long time.
Spider take a parler about the gouvernement. Depuis nous un gouvernement between 2006 and 2011.
Long time.
No, but Mr. Minister, où ça Spider a annoncé ça depuis l'élection?
Ça va même vous parler. Mais Mr. Minister, moi, je voulais demander une question. Moi, je voulais expliquer à Maman ici, qui ça, 6 opposition parlementaires qui là, qui ça y a fait qui différent that Jean Saint-Lucie supposé vote by your élection ça, because yo tout match pet sitio. Yo perdant chaque vote from constituency yo là. Mais qui ça qui différent from 2011 to 2016 et pour après ça?
Après ça, ouais.
Something nice à répondre question.
Monsieur le ministre, moi, je demande une question.
Ça même pas vos réponses.
Moi, je demande une question. Tout le monde
ça, le ministre, pas ça.
Là, fini. Moi, je demande une question.
Comment ça?
Oui.
Toujours dit non. Ou pas ça demander un homme pour bao Saipani.
Saipani, belle parole.
Nous commander ces noms Labour Party pour banner idée qui ça yo kay fait.
Oui.
Mais nous savions pas une pièce idée. So si un homme pas idée, qui manière ça ba idée? Hein?
Ah oui.
So même si vous try joindre une réponse ba yo champagne, la pas de réponse. Kenny Anthony fait premier ministre pour 15 années. Avec Philippe J. Pierre as deputy. Et moi, tant yon de cousins parler. Moi ça, from somewhere from Dominic, from Herod. Et l'autre monde qui peut vini. N'importe ce nom ça, qui just vient élection hier bon matin, a fait plus de travail en constituency. Parce que ni Philippe J. Pierre et Kenny Anthony ensemble.
Tous les jours.
Mais 15 années en gouvernement et l'autre 10 années, c'est 25 années. C'est 50 years. Écoutez-moi, champion. Ça c'est 50 years of representation from Genom, leader et deputy. Et I got the constituency aujourd'hui. Et garde marchand point pas derrière. Les Lancico qui te marchand te Castries East trop primaire. En barreau Manas Lancico, passé hier aujourd'hui en bas Philippe J. Pierre. Là, on regarde des vieux forts. Qui ça Kenny Anthony fait?
Il bloque un chemin. Il bloque un chemin. Côté c'est mon nanté ça sorti en ville vieux fort pour aller à sous main chemin. Il met un peu vite là. Yo content pour vite en shaitan. Yo bloque là. Yo bloque là. Et toutes ces minibus là qui sont en fond ville là, toutes ces rivendeuses là, toutes banques, toutes bail mort ville là. Et qui mène, c'est mon antenne pour monter les ménages. Vous avez dit ça, c'est un homme qui est un premier ministre?
Mais c'est le premier homme qui tue en ville.
Premier.
Oui. C'est ministre. Parlez. Tout homme qui a développé en ville. Même qui a travaillé en ville en cul-de-sac.
Smart City.
Labour Party a fermé ville vieux fort ça.
Oui.
Et bandou ça, moi ça dou about vieux fort. Moi ça dou les NIC building te en bas là. Moi ça dou qui ça qui te ka fait là. Là où te descend bon la place en ville vieux fort. Là où te ni JQ supermarket là. Ou tenir signe en coin là. Ou tenir tous ces amigos et ces différents monde qui te ka vendre bay ville vieux fort. Te ka swing ou ça.
Oui.
Ou tenir ese BJB supermarket.
Oui, ça va fouiller.
Pas bon l'église là.
Fouille.
Ou tenir
business ça.
Ou tenir Luan's shoe store.
Luan's, that's right, I remember that one.
C'est business ça fermé.
Mais pas juste ça, Mr. Ministre. Là, tenir Chanel's Pizza. Exactly, yon se moun yo même Chinel's Pizza là sous descend bien fort. Et vous pattern Chinel's Pizza au pas bien fort.
True.
Ça fini net.
But also on Clark Street, I remember that from way back in the day. The best roti you could get in Vieux-Fort was from a restaurant there on Clark Street called La Luna Nueva.
La Luna Nueva.
The New Moon.
The New Moon, yes.
Oh yeah.
Tout ça quoi, ça tourne quoi son. Quand dit moi mon suppose un jeune maman qui a travaillé Audio Labs. Eh bien, Itel Bibio, supposé aller à dans un polling station avec vote by Kenny Anthony à ce jour élection?
Moi, toujours dit, où savent qui plus gros projet Kenny te a fait in the year 2000? Là, programme yo te introduce, yo kouye Comfort 2000. Et chaque commune te ka fait un projet. Et où est-ce te font petit sidewalk par Bosside Clark Street et que te met déplacer ti bolab la kabawi et un petit chien pour mon marché. Où ça ça nous fait un trail nous te piton flot, un tête piton flot forestier. Vieux bâti toutes ces steps là, l'année presque 500 steps pour te ka marcher. From premier ticket en bas, piton flop pour monter en tête là. Et où ça vient by project ça, number one project qui fait en hier pour Comfort 2000 là. C'est petit sidewalk là qui te fait vieux fort là. Et des trois petits là pour faire mon marché à Suisse. Now, sous son premier ministre à dans le pays, et c'est plus gros project où que ça fait en constituency.
Oui.
So, bon, là, on a l'autre monde qui te voulait demander ma question. Harold, qui te voulait demander question?
Oui, monsieur le ministre. Moi, je demande une question, ça, monsieur le ministre. Qui ça ou ça a changé? Moi, ou dit Saint-Lucien. Là, vous regardez Dr. Anthony, vous regardez monsieur Pierre, vous regardez monsieur Sean, vous regardez monsieur Baptiste, et puis, moi, je dis, l'autre monde, l'autre c'est quoi? Qui est-ce encore? Non, la
Moussa.
Oui, Moussa. Il est pas dedans, il est juste venu. Moi, qui manière, moun qui, jeune maman, qui, ouais, c'est Moussa en gouvernement, et ouais, c'est Moussa à présent. Est-ce que ça, ou quoi, c'est Moussa qui a changé, c'est que moun n'a pas dit là?
Mandou ça. On dit à Amérique là. Sous Absalé, toutes ces noms ensemble. Même de l'argent salaire, pourtant, yo un gouvernement. Vous plus passer travail là, yo a fait en constitution.
Donc, yo supposé prendre là ça, yo supposé madame Rifan. Gouvernement supposé madame Rifan.
Non, de cadeau. Quand il est un homme 25 ans, gouvernement qui a payé salaire. Qui ça on est pour nous tuer en constitution?
Exactly.
25 ans.
Bon, Mr. Minister. Moi.
On comprend ça, moi, qu'a dit là.
Oui.
Là où j'ai payé un homme pour 30 ans. Et que ce homme-là a style de bailler l'autre pour 5 ans encore.
Oui.
Pour faire qui ça?
Pour bailler l'autre là.
Qui ça yo ni pour nous tuer? Nous avons 25 ans. Ou pas rien pour nous tuer. C'est un 5 ans où il y a pour nous tuer.
Oui.
Bon, est-ce que ça fait 25 ans et chaque gouvernement encore?
Well, moi, ça pour donc la man dit ça fait. Mais ça sous danser ça, moi, la man dit que ça fait ça encore.
Qualité dossier.
Bon, c'est ça là. So, si ça c'est que ça, qui bénéficie cette licence pour banque à sous ces noms ça?
Belle parole.
Qui ça ou sa banque à sous yo et pour dire ou qu'il joigne un bénéfice in the long run?
Non mais ça va ça yo comme dit là ça monsieur ministre. Ça va ça yo comme dit là. Dr. Anthony Pokot dit Saint-Lucie be maman comme Vieux-Fort South. Plan you ça. si gagne.
Mais si pas ni.
Il peut pas dire c'est mon si c'est si il continue de dire c'est.
Pas ouais qui ça qui plaint, Roman Gill qui plaint.
Oh, c'est ça qui plaint.
Pour combien d'années, pour dernier 4 années, est-ce que tu es capable de voir Dr. Kenny Anthony?
Non, Pierre, il m'a.
Avant Roman Gill entre en politique.
Il m'a.
Hein? C'est quand Roman Gill trouve quoi il candidate là. Ou pas ouais tout plan les bas. C'est ces candidats flamboyants. Alan Chasney qui number 1 plan yo.
Oui, c'est plan yo même.
Yo même pas de pièce plan qui ça pour faire bail pays. Depuis yo dou Alan Chasney, c'est ça qui plan yo. Guy Joseph, c'est ça qui plan yo. Ezekiel Joseph, c'est plan yo. Les bas poko mêlé avec Saint-Lucie, et qui manière Saint-Lucie qui a développé.
Yes.
Mais moi, nous avons dit ça à cause de ces blagues.
Non, c'est pas
blague. Mais moi, je prends ça sérieux. Là où j'ai employé un homme pour 25 années, qui paye salaire tous les mois, et qu'en bout de chaque 5 années, on va payer en gratuité pour 25% salaire, il était qu'à joindre. Et tous les autres bénéfices-là, ils ajoignent. Et qu'on garde des constituencies à nom ça à représenter. Et qu'on garde des dégoûts ces constituencies à trouver quoi. Qui ça c'est nom ça ni pour nous tuer pour ce l'année à yo travail là.
Bon, ministre, un bon bagay ou vini avec ça, because question, moi, in fact, challenge là, n'a mette pour Labour Party. Nous voulons tout UWP candidate, ça qui là, pour 5 years là. Tout cas tué, qui ça yosa fait en communion pour 5 années. Nous pas parler about hotel là avec là. 5 years of performance. Right. Bon, na ba Labour Party a challenge là. Moi vle Philippe J. Pierre vini et montrer ça ils a fait pour 25 years versus ça n'importe ce candidat là a fait in 5 years là. Et moi vle d'or là vini même manière montrer ça lui-même because yo de ça qui a là pour plus longtemps. Et là nous fini nous ka descendre là oui hedi al va bapti sortir petit toi ko ya et Moussa mettez tout ça toutes affaires ensemble et un match li pour yon seul constituency et c'est souffrir nous ka mener yo yon seul tout ça yo a faire
si 2018 mais avait for infrastructure ti 14 truck débris à dans canal before 14 truck amzodi moun pas moun bouteille chien mort cochon mort toute qualité bay en constituency Dr. Anthony 14 c'est go truck 50 tonnes
yo c'est half your tea
yo ni lot half outil half ça yo bay ça yo kay pris hélicoptère pour c'est ça ou ka demonstration non moun ti poser vote bay.
Eh bien, Mr. Minister, ça m'a dit et moi j'ai encouragé tous ces parlementaires, ces ministres là. Nous ni Sky FM, you have brand new maintenant les news that ki yo lo mono as UWP station.
UWP Media.
UWP Media.
C'est pour ça pas honte alors.
Moi voulais savoir est-ce que la pièce côté nous là as UWP Media et bien si c'est Sky FM 93.1 nous.
Moi ça vous c'est Sky FM mais ngay do. Si vous savez c'est UWP media, c'est because you savez ça c'est les autres médias. Yes,
exactly.
Yes, right. C'est vous ça gars by black man.
Anyway, Mr. Minister, moi bonne nouvelle.
Merci pour Sky FM.
Oui.
Jean Saint-Lucie savent ça qui a fait un pays. Et c'est fruit avec bon travail là qui a fait à ce Sky FM.
Oui.
Sky FM pas mal parler monde. Sky FM pas jeter parole by monde.
Non.
Sky FM pas travail gouvernement.
As on dit as le samedi on soit tout seul nous ka regarder Herod dit that premier ministre là qui ouvert un circus. Herod dit ministre Saudi là because moi même pas comprendre. Dis encore because
Mr. Minister, ça me dit pendant le soir. C'est après ça nous regarder là. Nous avons un clown qui graduate. C'est au moment de premier ministre s'il vous plaît. Il y a des choix circus vide bouteille. Et puis, il dit pas de just succès. So, je regarde who est Prime Minister, because who is Minister of Economic Development. So, ça me regarde de work Prime Minister souple. Est-ce qu'on a ouvert ce gosse même côté là? Nous n'y sommes
pas. Bef la ladje.
Bimel te chante souvent la ladje.
Eh bien, Bouik là, parce que je te mène d'autres Bouik. Botan ça, gouvernement, ce John. Eh bien, comment la monnaie ça? Combien l'année ce John fait en power, Mr. Minister? Est-ce qu'on a changé?
Monday, il fait 30 years. Il fait 15 years from 1964 to 1979.
Oui, 30.
Et il fait from 1982 to 1980. 1990. Il pas fait 97, 95. About 28 years.
Oui, about that.
Bon, Mr. Saliba Party ka try garder si yo ça fait pour Philippe J. Pierre dit that he is the longest serving parliamentary rep. Mais
bon, ça
pas aller pièce côté because plus go achievement miské en dedans office c'est en toilette ibil et puis il était content il soukwe la main Mandela et qui a déjeuné avec un président. C'est plus go bagay.
Et puis Daniel Ortega.
Oui,
Nicaragua.
Non, mais tant ça ngadoula, mais pas jamais longest serving now because Steve Duvin toujours.
Oh, very good, very good. Bon,
So
ça demande.
même s'il try,
Il passe.
il pas un next Steve.
Bon, si même Bakatel là, c'est là où a servi comment?
Oui.
Bon, il m'a d'autres questions ça à dans manière, à dans ti manière. Just try to comprendre. Est-ce que pièce honte qu'a vu dans Fidjayo eh ben on a sorti comme manière honte là qu'a drive qu'a te chimé ça là qui pas ni moun qu'a garder à votre là.
Bandou ça. Condition chimé Bakatel. Chimé ça a arrangé en bas partisan flambeau. Between 1992 et 1997. Et Macwe Philippe J. Pierre a bouché yon tout en chimé ça. Pour Bakatel là.
Oui.
Les ponts qu'a pris pied, mon n'a passé police station pour monter là. Pour ça, c'est moi qui bâti pour ça, les moi étaient en gouvernement between 2006 et 2011.
Ah oui, ok. Ou fait un pont by Philippe. Ou fait un pont by Philippe J. Pierre.
Oui, ça bâti en bas partisan flambeau.
Ok.
Housing Development Entry pour Independent City fait en bas partisan flambeau.
Ok.
Si maire qui wange Independent City et entry pour wange en bas partisan flambeau partant moi en gouvernement. L'école est là qui bill là bâti en bas partisan flambeau. Et si même neuf bocage là qui fait là. C'est même si mais on change yo dit nous ici contract avec asphalt and mining A&M avant et ils joignent l'argent avant il te fait travail avec ça. So pas même si mes bocage là from Waterworks Road pour monter from Abamodna bosse my face là pour monter et pour passer qui n'a Lavin Chabot. Tous les déchimés ça. C'est gouvernement flambeau qui t'a acheté l'argent et pour te commencer ces chimés ça. Philippe J. Pierre, il continue par là.
Non, on a dit, la den d'autres typiques d'abord Barclays Bank, je te gagne chaque de l'eau en bas dans Citen, et qui maintenant Citen mouté pas avec c'est Saïdi. C'est le legacy non. Là, il
Laundry a quitté là, qui moun qui bâti là?
Lantigo qui veille.
Hein?
Lantigo.
So, bon mieux te cacher Laundry a.
Belbao. Et il dit, nous pas.
Bon. Pas dit non à la chimie, Mr. Minister. Moi, regarde un test à ma cervelle. Qui chimie neuf, Dr. Kenny Anthony fait en bas gouvernement, il a été là? Si chimie neuf.
Côté qui pâte,
oui, côté pâte chimie.
Oui, neuf.
Yon seul chimie yo fait, moi, l'idée, c'est chimie qui a allé bon séjour cricket ground.
Ok.
Eh bien, vous faites deux.
Eh bien, vous faites deux. fumer bordel là pour écouter ces jeunes hommes dans la hall.
Non, mais comme ça radou là, et qu'on y peut regarder puis ça, puis chimé ça. Ça a pas mis c'est 92 mais comme un million yo spend pour que host World Cup.
OK.
So comme ça radou là. So chimé qui allait là. Et où ça regarder, c'est pas pièce local contractor qui fait chimé.
OK.
So, là, yo ka vin parler, et yo ka promettre moun baye, ki yo dou dis, yo dou dat là. Mande yo combien l'argent yo dépensé pour te host World Cup. Et combien l'argent sacrifié from World Cup. Ou changer yo te di yon pour mener boat, because la pani a se hotel.
Oui.
Yo fait moun ay point loan.
Pour bilan bakayo.
Yo so abakayo pour decimen cricket.
Là, vous qui dit doué. Là, en book bon séjour dit doué. Vous là pour aller dans $100,000. Yon moun pas venir en Kaili à Kaili dit doué.
Là ni moun qui a pour rental because you di rental service kai rental service kai short.
Mais ça c'est lack of catchile. On y a un sporting event qui can last less than a month. Ou ka 10 moun point loan pour bâtir bakayo less than a month. Mais fais ma place ça, ça pas faire sense.
Yeah. How are they going to make money afterwards? Take money, go take a loan for games that will be 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Doesn't make sense.
Where's the rest of the business? That was madness.
It's not like you have 1 million visitors coming in like the Olympics.
But moi I do, c'est nom la pan plan, c'est pan yoni. Okay? Anyway,
okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
Ça va pas ça là, moi fait plus là parce que c'est moun qui a
je voulais souhaiter tout papa nous à ce programme là, tout papa, à bonne fête papa, happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Pas semaine prochaine, on va aussi pas papa. Pas semaine prochaine et pas demain.
Oui, mais nous avons
Mr. Minister, do you can pay in advance?
Nous avons record commission, nous avons.
That's right.
Okay, moi comprends.
Bon, Mr. Minister, bon, allez, moi, j'attends une bonne nouvelle. Nous gagnons Celebrity Cruise on
Wednesday,
the 15th.
Wednesday or Tuesday.
Nous n'avons pas belle là, tout ça.
Sometimes, comment on dit à toi, hobby?
En boba, on m'a demandé ça. En boba, on m'a demandé
ça. Flight.
Hold on. En boba, on m'a demandé ça. Saint Lucie, 1,100 check moun antwe Saint Lucie hobby. 1,100 plus moun antwe pays. Ça c'est même pays les parti a dit Premier ministre close the country. 1,100 plus moun antwe Saint Lucie.
Bon, où ça c'est taxi drivers là qui ni red flag en les machines à champagne. Yo pas supposé acheter touristes.
Où ça combien l'agence gouvernement claim à sous hobby à tout seul at $98 là over 100,000 US. Over 100,000 à ce yon jour.
Because you d'accord c'est ça, ce qui a mené, quand on regarde les chasses, ce qui a mené Corona. Ma quoi yon taxi driver qui ni red flag à bon machine, yo supposé à airport là, il personne.
Eh ben on va empêcher yo aller. Yo ga disparaître.
Anyway, Mr. Minister, nous n'y pour parler, make sure nous parler semaine ça Kevin là, s'il vous plaît.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Good night, sir. Good night. Okay, I got to read something here, folks. I'm going to read something here. Let's see. I'm going to read something here for you. Let's have a look. Okay, we have a schedule from SLASPA. Now, on my phone, it's going to look a little different. On cruise lines coming in. And what's the name here? Okay. Tuesday, Celebrity Millennium. Expected number of passengers 964. The week 15th, the week of the 15th to the 21st. On the Tuesday. 964. The week. Oh, okay. On the 15th of June. Okay, I got the format now. 15th of June, 2021, Tuesday, Celebrity Millennium. On Tuesday, the 29th of June, Celebrity Millennium, another 960. Oh, no. What am I reading here? 2,138. Both days, 2,100, that's the length of the boat, 964 feet. 2,138. On the 1st of July, it's a Thursday, we have nothing coming in. On Tuesday, the 13th day of July, Celebrity Summit with 1,900 passengers. On Monday, the 19th of July, Seabourn Odyssey with 462. It will be off Rodney Bay. On the 26th of July, Monday, Seabourn Odyssey again, 462 passengers. Monday, the 2nd of August, Seabourn Odyssey again, 462. Seabourn Odyssey again on the 9th of August. On the 10th of August, Celebrity Summit. That's a Tuesday with 1,900 passengers. On the 11th of August, Wednesday, Crystal Symphony, 922 passengers. Star Breeze on the 13th of August, 312. 16th of August, a Monday, Seabourn Odyssey again, 462, Rodney Bay. Let me see here. Celebrity Millennium on the 18th of August, 2021. That is 2,138. And we have a schedule there all the way up to October. Explorer of the Seas, 14th October, 4,029. So, by Kakuma Sevier, the people in the tourism industry, the people at the market, Explorer of the Seas, I'm just jumping between dates there. 28th of October, 4,029 passengers. Wednesday, 3rd of November, Britannia, 4,324. So a whole host, the cruise ship industry is opening back up again. Let's take this call because this person has called 100 times. Caller, I take this call because you've been calling. We do not accept regular phone calls on the WhatsApp line. You have to call via the regular line, which is 452-0931. WhatsApp is for people in the diaspora and those who are 456-0931. The WhatsApp line is for WhatsApp calls, okay? We got to give a line for the people outside or those who don't have credit and use Wi-Fi. Good night. You're on the air. It's Crossfire.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
I was saying a while ago.
Yeah.
I want the man that coming up for session. I want a picture from.
Yeah, you said that already. We're going to get that for you.
But don't tell me champion saying that they go put that on TV. If everybody I talking to don't have a television at the home. Some don't have a radio.
So what do you want?
So I want a picture from the man.
Bon, qui côté au Kaiway? Pas en la TV au Kaiway?
C'est tout le monde n'a parlé by la caillou.
Bon, qui manière yo sa way en la radio a? Yo ni pour en la TV a comment? Yo ni pour en la internet là comment?
C'est tout le monde n'a parlé by internet, c'est ça n'a mouté zawa.
Nam la ka mouté pour oui, nous comprenons, mais nous avons monté pour ça, si c'est area là, aller pour la choix, si c'est même si c'est là où il m'a dit pour emporter. Nous pas ni porter nom là ici pour Baïmoun.
Donc c'est secret.
Oui.
On va travailler tous les jours ça.
So qui ça veut simplement faire aller si c'est on m'a dit pour monsieur tout partout pour emporter avec porter baou. Garçon si c'est on va rester.
Gade TV, ou gaspiller ton moun le oswea. Ou mande pour apporter, nous dit ou nous ka mette en le TV pour ouais, ou ka di ou pan TV. Ça ou vle? Allez internet là, allez Facebook, ou ka ouais porter.
Mais en seul porter nous ici à porter premier ministre là, yon qui là, nous pas connait porter pièce l'autre candidat.
Good night, you on the air, it's Crossfire.
Yeah, both sides, man.
Yes.
Don't mind them. We have them in a headlock.
Headlock and babwa.
You check why I showing you. You when you was going to school and you there fighting with your friends on the playground. You holding your friend in a headlock. And he can't come out. You know that, of course.
Yes.
So we have them.
Yeah. C2 Kenny.
A headlock.
C2 Kenny.
Huh?
C2 Kenny.
What you said?
When this C2 Kenny in a headlock.
In a headlock, we have them. We have them.
Yeah.
Y'all mustn't be afraid.
They
tell
trying.
our people. Listen to me. Tell our people don't be afraid. You check why I showing you.
Yeah.
Niku, no. I do.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks
Right,
for the
brother.
support.
Thank you.
The headlock, we have them there.
Yeah.
We go back.
So,
Okay.
folks,
Yes, I.
thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real on Crossfire. First cruise ship scheduled for Tuesday, the 15th of June, Celebrity Millennium, and its capacity is 2,138 passengers. Let's see how that works out. Good night, you on the air. It's Crossfire.
Good night, Crossfire.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
The name of the dance is the failure dance.
The failure dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a Kenya.
The second failure dance.
Oh, failure.
Failure.
Well, that's failure, eh?
It was iPhone supermarket for it.
Ouais,
Là, il monte bas au Chinatown. Il still phone là. Phone fait idodo, FFID. C'est qu'on est traité. Phone fait idodo.
Oui.
Ouais.
Il faut c'est mon.
Oui, il faut nous tout. La dernière moi de c'est supposé qu'on est am salty comme tu monsieur rouge là qui dit chicken by là wholesale là. Great papa Lio but là.
Oui.
Papa les bas hein. Et monsieur Boy mon point by là tellement il fond du gonome là.
Il bien fait. Il bien fait.
Il gonome tomber malade, man jamais I were ti gonome.
Il bien fait. Il t'en couillon ouais.
Oui. Les bails les bagons.
Oui.
Oui.
Mais c'est qu'à crever c'est mon qui va style dit c'est un petit bon Dieu oui bah oui.
Là c'est fini qui a la bonne place là. Bon Dieu des fois il monte because in a building got but Chinatown before là.
C'est là juste.
Il still phone là.
C'est une size oui.
So il suivent lui pour iPhone.
Il still phone for là.
Il phone for Foi même ou de
mais c'est ça madou là BJB.
Maman. Quoi BJB là toujours?
Hein?
BJB là toujours.
Garçon on veut de ma même ça. Ma même ça pour monsieur pour après fond monsieur. Ouais, mais c'est pas mal hein.
Y a pas hot 10 mois ça. Oui man.
So ça think of dance here.
I'm failure dance.
Qui non?
The failure dance.
Okay. Okay.
Go canal go half. 32 trucks. Go half.
Combien de trucks you did?
About 22.
What? Et moi dit 13?
22. Et quand about truck, c'est 20 tonnes truck là.
Half you had here?
Half, c'est cité half. Il finit.
Quoi, dis-moi ça pas en hanté pour en parler.
Ouais, canal ça long à chaille, hein. Canal là, ça c'est chica en bas beach là pour monter pour dire ça chica New Dock Road.
Ok.
Mais quand on connaît ça, en bas, c'est basé pour ça qui nettoie le canal ça, parce que si c'est un bail, ou qu'à attendre figures of at least $25 million.
Oui.
Moi qui dis ça, si c'est les bas partis qui nettoient le canal ça, avec 22 trucks ça.
Qui raison en janvier fourni pour blâmer non.
C'est pour la point matouille au Saint Jude, écoutez ça bien. Viens fourni plus belle terre plate, parce que Castouille. Vous avez ça servi chez Shell là. Côté Aitel Bibi avec toutes ces places là qui plein à présent dans Saint-Jude. C'est pour la point conteneur truck. Drive sort. Écoutez ça bien ça maman ici. Pour l'autre kakatile pour vote by c'est pour ça. Yo point conteneur truck avec Mathieu. Tié Saint-Jude. Drive ce truck ça passer toute Badlil, toute Castille, toute Mikou tout bateau. Avec mener à dans warehouse en Grand Rivière. Mettre warehouse là, là yo vle n'importe bail pour point dedans pour payer par sign nom pour descendre cette ici. Can you believe my bike on me?
Like Union Warehouse via for l'hôpital qui vide.
Can you believe ça? Can you believe? Laissez mon yon pour payer chauffeur, payer truck
pour descendre.
Monter ice store, payer pour upload pour store. Là yo vle deux boîtes tiles Pouye an lot truck pou mene viye desan ko
Sorti Grand Rivière. Pour descendre vieux fort.
No, but people need to think about those things, Dr. Cigarette.
Ça regarde encore là?
Est-ce qu'on a site là même saint Jules même pas dans go warehouse?
En go warehouse là t'es vide. Yo pas mettre rien dedans.
Rien là.
Rien.
Ça dépend ce bras pour yo.
Fait là, ça iPhone là.
Quoi dit moi mon ni pour vote by ce book ça, ça? Mon ni pour vote by ce book ça?
Attends, ça va brûler moi là autant moi Hollywood 4 monde qui l'ont mené monsieur ça.
Now let me say that in English for some people.
Yes.
The construction via St. Jude's là.
Oui.
The old St. Jude's they were making noise about. Open in November. Every year is November. Ask Alvi about that. There was a warehouse on the compound right next to, in the complex.
That's what I know.
Of the hospital. It a vid. There were some things in them, it a vid.
Yep.
And the materials and equipment that they had for the hospital were in warehouses around St. Lucia. One of those warehouses was in Grand Rivière, Grosile.
40 miles away. 40 miles away.
So anytime you need anything from that warehouse, you have to get a truck, hire a truck, pay a truck to go pick it up and bring it down to Vieux Fort when there's a warehouse right next to it.
Take it back where it came from.
There were containers on the docks. Now you know after your equipment or your container or your shipment is in customs or on the docks longer than 5 days, you start paying rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were containers on the wharf in Castries at Slasper for years with equipment in it.
Can you believe
in
that?
them.
Can you believe that?
And they had accumulated rent of over $400,000 when you'll have a warehouse down there in Vieux Fort.
Yep, on the side.
Opa always say books are say.
But there's something people need to understand. You take something out from its original place. You take it out from there.
From the original destination.
Well, you could say that. Yeah. The original destination, because it came from overseas and it got there. You take it out from there, take it to another destination 40 miles away, and when you need something to, my goodness, that is so laughable.
I have not.
Pay a truck and go back to the place that it was supposed to be.
Originally. Now explain to me,
my goodness,
if that is not a measure to siphon money, to pay for people, certain people to make. That's the only conclusion I can come to.
That's all what it is.
Well, let me tell you something.
That's it.
I personally believe when you see the UW get into office, they're supposed to bring up all of those guys. Bring them up. The same way that they investigated Guy Joseph, $3 million, and they did not get anything. Investigate them, and everyone they find guilty, bring them in.
Them fellas are just investigating people, bring people to court, and they never get nothing. The same thing they did to Sir John. They suspect the man for $30-something thousand.
To court. They took the man to court.
Embarrassed the man, and they get nothing.
In Babono, they took Ezekiel to court and a few contractors to court. Spider as well.
Yeah.
For what? What did they find?
These guys?
No.
I don't know how somebody could tell me they're going out there and vote for Dr. Anthony. There's no way I could figure it out.
But the West Coast road,
I figure it out.
So much
cost overrun.
$100 million over the cost.
You know, inquiries gave it that so much. Even toilet paper.
$30,000 in toilet paper. 30 or 60. Can you believe it?
You understand? And nothing happened to
them. They send it to Venezuela.
And these are the things that people, the Labour Party people, do not want people to talk about.
That's the past. That's the past.
People making excuses for them, fellas.
You understand? And that is why I'm caller. I am saying when I am here, and God knows I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart. I do not want the Labour Party to win a seat, not a single seat.
Not supposed
nothing at all. They don't deserve it.
And the onus is on the people.
All of them are crooked.
The onus is on the people. The Honorable Guy Joseph told you that the guy they paid to investigate him, Robert Lindquist or whatever his name was, first class, when he had an associate with him, first class ticket, all the way, 5-star hotel. His travel, the fees for his travel alone sometimes is about 13,000.
Why?
But I want to know.
Come down.
The man killed a wolf on there.
People telling me they want to talk about Labour Party. These 6 guys that's there.
You cannot get a train pass for the fellas. We were supposed to have Kajima company.
You want to talk about people about 2,000
because of the blue crane.
Yeah, blue boy.
You don't get the part for the fellas. You kill the dog, Kajima to go to Barbados. You kill the dog. And they still have Stevie Dawes talking about this guy. Can you imagine that?
You have somebody to order something for the government and they renting it to the government. Pour jamais bailler comment?
C'est mon qui a battu pendant les candidats qui a présidentiel là. Yo pas ça about c'est pas ça.
Comment yo pas ça là? Les fini jamais en Lyon. Ou pas ouais jamais Lyon.
Honorable guy fait le bail. Yon distributeur vieux fort pour monter casse sur toi bail. Même c'est pour ça gars fait le bail la capable about Kemi.
Vous entendez ça?
Ouais c'est pour ça c'est quoi?
Et qu'on dit moi bon Dieu pas battre ces noms ça ça.
Non mais tirer au vieux fort because vieux fort mort.
Vous n'avez pas vieux fort mort, qu'est-ce que tu es vieux fort? Là, il y a des différences, les gens qui tuent mon ébat, mon juste mort. Il tue vieux fort.
C'est pas ça. Pour ça, à manière pour ça, pour te casser. Non, si toujours qu'on a parlé par là, non, il y a couillé. Les gens qui savent qui tiennent pour te casser.
Et c'est qui a parlé?
Il y a parlé à bord de
mais c'est ça, Jim Jones, c'est pour ça un Glock.
Là, c'est pour ça pas vivre. Pas vivre, mais pas qu'à toi, là, c'est moi.
Où ça me passe, là?
C'est moi fâché.
Où ça me passe, là?
N'a pas au moins pour soin caillou, soin là fini. Pour supporter moi, on va supporter mon qui tue la vous là, à l'autre côté.
So, monsieur, c'est pour ça pas pour travail?
Non, pas là, c'est moi.
Où ça, laisse-moi regarder, ça, là. N'a servi scénario, ça, comme exemple. Allez garder pour, il pas mal pour une, passer des nuits, acheter un papier quoi. Et mettez ces quoi là en dit dans calogette, bah on mange tous les jours. Il y en a ces jours, juste fouiller de tout regarder qui ça quoi là qu'a fait. Ça c'est même manière que ni Anthony qu'a fait moi.
C'est pour ça moi je c'est quoi. Et quand on n'importe quoi, vrai quoi mal zo c'est pour ça. C'est pas c'est pas un vieux glou.
Ouais,
ça y est.
Eh bien, quand là, on y a un candidat, et mon ami pour vote bali pour vieux pour commencer, continuer.
Well, moi-même, je try best, moi-même, je aller all out. Moi-même, je aller all out. Yeah.
Et quoi, ça, vous commencez à faire actuellement, qu'à attaquer moun, battre moun avec tout différent calibay. Moun là, yo battre choisir là, yo just voyez commission, nom là, dit nous pour couiller. Il voulait, mais voyez.
Il va y ouais, ça fait attaquer moun là, il va y bon pièce. Mais il dit, il va attaquer, mais moi, mais moi-même, Nadou, hein? Nakai do you buy attack? Moi, because you buy that mun pass for moi.
Yeah, you have to be on the alert.
That's right.
Always look over your shoulders, my brother.
Yep.
All right, Bana.
Yeah, man.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real.
Medati enthusiasm, c'est maman flambeau. Nous avons tout en sur screen na maman flambeau pour autres ni un petit goût. Même si nous pas campagne, nous pas ni go campagne, ve screen nous avons mettre un petit bar sur screen na board ouais. Producer ban nous un petit bar sur screen na pour ces moun na ouais.
Oui. Yo, bon ça mon content. Yo.
Mettez un petit bar sur screen na. C'est oui.
That was a refresher of what it was back then in 2016.
2016. And there's more of that to come, Brother Heaven.
Yeah.
You had all of those values, Brother Heaven?
Yeah.
Every single one?
Every single one, brother.
My goodness. Which one you thought that had the most people in 2016? Never. Never.
We flood the town of Rosalie.
Never. No rally in 2016 had more people than in Lafarge.
Good night, you on the air. It's Crossfire.
And cul-de-sac.
Good night.
About the road, Denry, Kenny build the Bodley Road. Kenny did not build that road. That road was there. Kenny paved that road.
Oh, okay.
You travel that road taking you back to the Yellow Bridge in Prairie.
Okay, that's true.
That's where the people had, that's where the Denry farmers had bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And Denry and Prairie was connecting there. So if you travel that road, right now you cannot travel it because of depreciation. It has not been maintained.
Mm-hmm.
But that road, when you go up that Bodley Road, it takes you around and you come out on the Parliament Bridge.
Yeah, that is true. Mm-hmm.
So Kenny didn't build that. He found that there. He just paved it because of the prison. And
okay.
Only the paved is up to the prison. They never maintained that road, that continuation going through and coming out by Parliament.
So you're saying that's not a brand new bridge, caller? That's just a repaved road?
Yes, that's a repaved road. It was always a road the farmers were using. There's inside they had a lot of bananas.
Okay.
Until Kenny and his team killed the bananas.
That's right.
They create the green gold.
You say hatch with the eye, caller?
Yeah, man, that's all they do. They kill things. They kill the green gold.
My goodness.
Bananas. But a good thing, I had them leave the bananas and go to the government service. So I didn't suffer.
That is
but
how
they killed the green gold.
Yeah.
They killed farmers, and now they're talking about people first. They forget about the people first when all farmers were buying 2 vans, 2 fridges, 2 televisions.
Yeah, exactly.
They that. And now they're coming and telling people first. Since when people first?
Well, caller, you know one of the things St. Lucian should never forget. Sir John and his government, they brought FAR, means farmers are rich. Kenny Anthony brought in donkeys from Montserrat.
From Montserrat, 40 donkeys. Where them now? 40 donkeys. He didn't take one human being to rescue them from Montserrat. He took donkeys.
Yes.
And they're talking about people first.
Can you believe that?
So the Montserrat didn't have people, only donkeys they had. Only donkeys they had. Where the people didn't hear them, now they come and tell you people first.
Now I want our young people to hear those things and try and analyze it. Balance.
You need to bring that out. You need to bring these things out.
Yes, my brother.
So the people first. Since when the people first? The people were never first. Why is only now people first?
We will go in the various communities and give people money. And that's what Philip J.P. are talking about. A whole set of foolishness.
Yeah. For how long?
We will give people land.
Yeah. Which land? Which land? What they technically to give to people? They never did it before.
But where was the land before? It wasn't there.
No, that's new land that come in. The St. Vincent volcano that when it erupted, it formed some new patch of land.
It extended on St. Lucia.
Yeah. That's what they'll give us. They'll give us that new land.
Yeah. All right, caller.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thanks for calling.
But you know somebody, give me 1 minute. You know someone called on your show this afternoon, Herod, and they made a very interesting point. Philip J. Pierre continues to talk about no taxes on persons making $4,000. You know, 80% of the people that work in this country, the ones they consider to be the Malawi, don't even make $2,000. So what you talking about?
Who you helping?
Who you helping? You talk about people making $4,000. The people that work at SNS, and I don't want to just say that because of the people that work
in retail,
yeah, and little grocery stores don't make anything close to $2,000. So who you helping?
Champion, what you're saying is so true.
Who you helping?
I went to buy something. I'm not going to mention the place. And when they gave me the change, I was going out. A young lady called me. Can you buy me lunch today? I said, how much? $5, I'll be okay. I said, $5 cannot give you lunch because if you buy a packet of biscuit or whatever, you can't buy it. So I gave her $10. She told me if she buy lunch, the price for the lunch is more than what she getting per day.
For the day.
Because lunch is $15.
$15 to $20 is reasonable.
And she have to buy juice. You understand?
So
I
say
said that's the
$20,
condition.
$20.
That's the condition you're She told me yes. A few days after that, I saw her. She told me, "Can you remember me?" I said, "No, not really." She told me, "So and so place, you gave me lunch the last time." I said, "Oh, that's nice." And so she said, "I don't work there anymore. I don't work there anymore, you know." It wasn't probably because for transport she was working. When she got the chance to get into.
But let me tell you something. I want to say that. I want to say big up.
Yeah.
To a lot of the young girls, the young ladies, the women, the men who work at these retail places. And a lot of them come from far away.
Yeah.
And you can tell that the amount of money they have to pay weekly for transportation, that these people are not lazy.
Sure.
Because after the expense of transportation alone, the take-home pay is hardly anything to talk about. But yet still these people will go to work. You know why? You're pas fainéant.
You're pas fainéant.
They want to work.
You're pas comme ces moun qui ka dépend
for handout from SLP.
From SLP. And that is what they're doing. Chicken and rum. That's what they're giving the people. Chicken and rum. Vote for me. You'll get it. You'll get it.
Good night. You on the air. It's Crossfire.
Yes. No, but you misunderstood me a while ago. I don't say I don't have a TV, you know. Because I have free TV. I have the dog.
Kola, no pa ite we sir. Okay, we'll put the photos on and you will see it.
Eh ben nous ka rester si c'est rond, garder pour butch feuille ba ou yon portrait nous pas ni poster pièce qualité candidate ici a. Allez fou la show eh ben si c'est rond.
Now talking about butch, nous ha laje Big Daddy.
Oui.
Bon, swear fresh off the blocks. Moi vle laje Farah. Chanter Farah.
Ezekiel n'y a ba et tout.
Ou fou.
Then we know.
Hey!
Therapy.
Therapy.
Operation Backlog. Yo, part 10. Hey. Ha. Look about Farah. If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David Farah. If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David. Cause Shona Waje. The pastor ni chaste. Tansa. Ronnie Farah. Shona to a cabo dio, to cut the boot, is some chele badu boot, flabo go like the root, put the mini bugs on me, look about Farah, if that's it, the shot for a back seat, 6 a.m. when the clock hit, now me tell you what Farah.
It is hot.
The shot for a back seat, 6 a.m. when the clock hit, now me tell you what fit, cause chance of him out of I, kapa se kaya kai, mande mun pou vote bay, kene touti mamai, se klane si me gwen, Farah kai pilone. This general election, Tikwa in the blue when Farah, if that's it, the shot for a back seat. When the clock hit, Tikwa David Farah, if that's it, the shot for a back seat.
The position for a back seat, that's right. Shona Waje, il besoin therapy.
Oui, pour s'éclater, il casse si me gwen.
Les Farah fini et puis il besoin therapy.
Oui.
If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David Farah. If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David.
It's getting hot in here.
It is hot.
Pressure. Et nous ka pété citerne lever. Unrepairable.
Ou fou. Then enough. Operation Therapy.
Operation Therapy.
Yo, part 10. Hey. Ha. Look about Farah. If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David Farah. If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David. Cause Shona Waje. The pastor ni chaste. Tansa. Ronnie Farah.
Good night, it's Crossfire. Are you calling for some therapy? Good night, are you calling for some therapy? You need therapy.
Now me take you a David Farah. If that's it, the shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you a David. Cause chance of him out of I, kapa se kaya kai.
Se klane si me gwen, ible ay projan la jol.
Se klane si me gwen, Farah kai pilone. This general election, Tikwa in the blue when Farah. If that's it, the shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take Tikwa David Farah. If
Good.
The shot with a box it. 6 a.m. when the clock hit.
Good night, you on the 8th. Therapy time. Crossfire, let's go.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Mr. Minister, I'm calling from Castries Southeast.
Yeah.
And we seem we having a problem. ID card problem. I have my ID card, which I lose some time back. The last election, I voted on my expired driver's license. Went to get my ID card, and the girl is telling me I have to go get tax clearance.
Yeah.
And all sorts of nonsense. I'm not a young man. You understand? So I want to know what we have to do to get our ID card. Who can help us? I sent a message to Champagne some time back. And Champagne is supposed to have that information on his phone. So I need some help to get my ID card. We got to keep those guys out.
Okay.
How can you help?
Champagne, you'll take that call and you'll give this call. Champagne will give you a call, okay? I'll give Champagne your number and he will give you a call.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
The last call on that only.
Yeah. Logic.
Now me take you one David Ferrer. That's it. The shot with a box it. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take you one David. Shona Waje. The pastor the Chasney.
You got the number?
Luni Ferrer. No mission network about
That's not the number there, not this one.
He's some chele badu put. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini box on with Luca
The third one from the top.
The shot with a box it. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me
It's the third one from the top. Good night, you on the air. It's Crossfire.
Hi, my people. I'm from St. Martin again.
St. Martin, good night. Hey.
Surprise. I speak faster because I want Mary Polius to have me. Mary Polius, Yves Chasney, and Guy Joseph out. Me man in there, Joachim Sakai campaign. So we will Mary Polius move against Guy. Because I tell you, Flabo, il fait à la dernière boîte, pas à la dernière, pour le cas qu'il y a non, la dernière boîte, il nous voit dans quoi il fait là, il fait là. So, ma qui ça il pour offre, il pas rien pour offre pièce qualité moun. So, ma pour qu'il parler. OK?
Oui.
OK.
D'accord.
Alright.
OK, bonsoir. Bonsoir.
Il t'en commission.
Now, folks, you know, let's get to the things. Let's get to something. I want to talk about this situation there with St. Jude's and that warehouse.
Yeah.
One of the warehouses. And I don't know what other conclusion you can come to. But you had a St. Jude Hospital construction project in the south, on Vieux-Fort. Constructed on the site was, I will not say big, I will not say huge, I will say gigantic warehouse. And except for a few items that were stored in that warehouse, it was practically empty. But nevertheless, some brain box thought that it would be best to store in a warehouse on the other end of the island. Vieux-Fort is in the south. Grand Rivière, Gros-Islet is in the north.
Yes. And to be exact, from one end of the country to the next end.
Right? North and south. Hospital is in the south. A warehouse, a privately owned warehouse in the north is used to store a cache of materials for Vieux-Fort Hospital construction site. Now, how can that make sense? Instead of getting it off the docks, whether it's off the docks in Viewfort when it come on the boat, or whether it's in Castries, and you ship it down once. Right next to the site, you need it, brap, ouver warehouse la point. Instead, they have those items in a warehouse at Grand Rivière in Gros-Îlet. So every time you need commerce planche, ebe ciment, ebe ki sa yo ni la, on y pou hire un truck pour descendre vieux fois by. I don't understand that. And that's one of the warehouses.
Mr. William, but the interesting thing is,
my gosh.
The owner of the warehouse don't live in St. Lucia. He's living in the US. So you have to pay a ticket for him to come down.
I don't remember the story of whatever it was, but Guy Joseph's ministry dealt with that. And I'm sure he could give us some information, if not tonight, in the week coming, on the situation with that warehouse there. Because I don't understand how that can make sense. Plus, equipment for the hospital that was purchased before the hospital was ready, you know. And these manufacturers tell you that you don't order this equipment in advance. When you're about 6 months before you open, that is when you order equipment. That equipment. So that by the time it is sourced out and manufactured and shipped to you, it's getting there just about the time you're ready to open.
And go on fit.
These guys had equipment in containers on the wharf for 4 years. You can pay rent. Because once you have an item on the wharf, if you don't clear it, within 5 business days, it starts accumulating rent. You have to pay for storage, if you want to call it storage. Rent, right? It starts accumulating rent because you're renting space on the docks to keep your stuff.
That's right.
These things were there for so long that the accumulated rent for Slasper was over $400,000, almost $500,000. So you just pay Pussy Baila and forget it on the wharf. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You have equipment that was sitting there idle at OKEU and the hospital opened, and why they have so much twaka?
Open the hospital.
Because by the time OKEU opened, the equipment had come to end of life already. They had to replace the AC come parts. Now, let's talk about Ojo. The same thing again about Ojo Labs. Right? Same thing about Ojo Labs. How many years was equipment sitting there at OKU? Eki ale mal. Pa fi mal, mal. I quasi fini. AC a bay ka pat ka pou bay.
Because remember that she was not far from there.
Ek bay la paka run. Now look at Ojo Labs. The building there that was there for over 12, 15 years. No activity, nobody renting.
So, Crossfire, that brought me to mind. If you have a garage, the government garage in Dennery, okay, and you have a stock for the garage, let's say oil, transmission fluid, you have to go and store that all the way Viewfort or Cap Estate, and every time you need a container of oil, pay a truck or pick up to go and get it when you can get somewhere closer to Dennery for you to store it. Makai kuye se bukza vole, pa kuye yo vole. Don't call them that, but their hands are long. Lameyo long.
But what is the logic of putting stuff in a warehouse that accumulates rent in Grand Rivière when you have a warehouse on the compound of St. Jude that was practically empty, where you could put everything inside there?
C'est pour ça que vous ne fini daemol. You pas fini.
Talking about that.
Because yo même ni kama wad yo ki ni place pour yo louer pour yo faire la ha.
Now let me tell you something, folks. Tuesday night, Betis la yo ka parle about Daha Mall. Now you notice as soon as the news came out that work had begun on Daha Mall, what happened the next day? Vroom vroom sorti. Ek betis. As usual, anything the government does, folks, anything at all, they come in with bad news. Doom and gloom. A buy pa right. A buy wrong. A mun fesi. Fesa. Well, Tuesday night, I will give you the whole story about Daha Mall. Then you will understand. Pis yo pa idea. Ek vroom vroom pa idea.
Bon, mais c'est même pas même supposé qu'à parler un peu. Yes, paye l'audience. Qui est fini? Là, l'audience ou fini, on va parler. Right now, on pas supposé dire rien. Because, là, me garder, m'a dit pas douette. Mais, on connaît ça, comment?
Iben.
Iben. Champagne, m'a dit pas douette, mais Iben.
Mais écoutez ça. Si India, by experience West Indies là, si India, by experience West Indies là, $64 million. Ok? Et puis, en compagnie de ouvert Saint-Lucie, qui reçoit l'argent ça, pour by experience West Indies là, et personne n'a une pièce là, qu'on a ça.
Il y a banque là.
Bon, si la dernière agreement between deux mondes pour faire un diabetic center et whatever on le couille, et puis 15 million pounds, tiens là comme ça. Et qui ont ces mondes non mort, qu'on a ça, et qu'on a nos qui m'ont nié. C'est une question que je sais répondre. Parce que nous pas un diabetic center. West Indies Cricket Board experience by Lanyo et Michael only nommé dans le gouvernement. So, qu'on a ça, qui ça qui veut là ça?
We have a call. Good night, you're on the air. It's Crossfire.
Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, KSM.
Bonsoir.
C'est Croix, bonsoir. Bonsoir. Trois questions pour Mandela.
Parlez.
Première, c'est sans elle. Comme sans elle dans le gouvernement, il a une position, il va dire simplifier pour qui ça, il a une position. Si le chair rejecté à la terre, il faut qu'on dise simplifier pour qui ça, si le chair resigné. Et qu'après, 10 années, qui avait présenté quoi ici, il est sur les pays. C'est pas rien, c'est des chiens, rejecté dans la terre, c'est pas rien, des chiens. L'autre bagaille là, il y a un top show, non top show, c'est chassé. Tout là ouvert, le programme c'est chassé. Il y a maintenant ça tellement, il mettait en l'air t-shirt. Il mettait chassé. Must go.
Monsieur obsesse. Monsieur obsesse.
Must go on. Bon, l'autre bagaille là, c'est rep champagne. Rep champagne. Dans le Parlement, il y a un seul passeport, c'est le passeport certifié, c'est le local passeport. On va faire 7 années, 27 années en gouvernement. Quoi tu dis, c'est mon encore représenté à un diplomate passeport. Pour l'autre travel avec le local passeport, vous négociez des costumes pour tout le monde. Là, où sont diplomate. L'autre là encore, c'est justice simplifiée. Là, regardez, police qui a mené un criminel entré, magistrat Galadier, la tenante est mochi. Je coordonne un mouvement de Bouglaïti Guilty, Papa Guilty Goubaï, il dit Guilty en tous les trois stades là. S'il m'arrête toi, envoyez tout là. C'est pour quelle commission il a envoyé ces criminels là, Bouglaïti a dit Guilty. Vous regardez ici, avocat qui mis bénéfice, ces criminels là, il a joué ces bagages là, puis là où c'est question envoyé, c'est pas qu'à rien écouter. C'est pas difficile pour les amener depuis l'année passée. Personne ne va attendre pièce punition, pièce sans rien. Tout le monde va attendre pièce sans vous. Pour moi, je suis ça dans la terre. C'est l'avocat qui a conduit. Le gouvernement a payé magistrat. Magistrat a dit venu là, envoyé écrit. les envoyer, même si mon dans la rue a marché tout partout.
Oui, oui.
Pour bailler c'est bailler à tout le monde.
Tout physique à tuer.
C'est bailler à tout le monde. So right now moi pour ça qu'à en place là mais en bas il pour fait. Et quand des bagages ça si c'est ma histoire va ça faire justement. Pour garder pour juger le jury.
Mais frère, moi-même, j'ai fait l'idée, moi, je parle à votre police, je parle à votre magistrat, je parle à votre avocat, moi, je fais que ça net, parce que là, on m'a des questions, police, qui ici, à Kadou, tout différents qualités bagaille, comme si on accusé, on manie rien qu'à dire. Les polices, ils font travail, ils ne pas demander mes questions. Si vous savez, vous pas, vous pas. Moi, je finis avec ça.
Oui, c'est ça, pas bon, pièce scientifique. Criminel là, même, les polices là, où il y a été en monde, même pour il y a été là, on a adoré.
Et c'est pas juste ça. L'oreille il a passé, il a dit quoi, ma savent c'est où qui dit police là ça.
Il a savent, c'est même pas les cabouilles par
moi même moi fini avec ça.
Le gouvernement gagne pour garder manière bail ça, puis tout le regarder bail c'est crime là, c'est victime avocat, magistrat et calomnie la même couche. Il va dire police pas faire du police là, quand c'est physique police pour je mettre en niveau personne pour du jugement là jugement. Je suppose mettre en place un bail, des bourrins bail physique, faire l'audience là right away.
Ouais.
Pourquoi? Là, l'avocat a un pile bail, il m'a d'or, et même si physique ça a tout le monde.
Oui.
C'est un côté. Anyway, bonsoir.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you. I think we're winding down a little bit here on Crossfire tonight.
Yeah.
We have another call. Good night. You're on the air. It's Crossfire.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
So fair people called in.
Soufre in the house.
Herod stands with us.
You're right there in the house.
Herod stands with us.
That's it.
That's right.
Anyway, Herod.
Thank you very much, caller.
I have a suggestion there. I don't know, for those out there like the police.
Yes. You need to turn down your radio, caller.
I don't have the radio.
Or your TV. I hear you an echo.
I'm in the bedroom.
Yeah, there's an echo. It's too loud.
Oh, maybe the volume on the phone.
No, it's not the phone. It's your device is too loud.
It's better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I was saying, you see, with all the crime that happened in the gun crime, I think the Attorney General and them should go for new legislation. You know, because to me, the slap on the wrist, that's too weak. When it comes to, okay, like they catch a man with a gun, you cannot put the man in for 5 years and he's coming out on the street and doing more crime. You have to have maximum time for them, man. You know? And give them people a lot of public work, like people can see them in public, give them a punishment that they will never feel like doing anything.
That's right. Community service. Mettez un jumper. Un jumper, zo, ange. Quittez tout le monde where you.
Kind of things there.
Oui.
You know, so then the country will have one step ahead of them criminals. You know, the magistrate, they have to legislate some new laws, you know, and bring in some new rules to control them fellas out there. If not, I think we're going to go far, you know.
Yeah.
Them men will have some serious problems with the tourist industry coming back and all of that. They have to start opening their eyes on that from now, because if they're robbing the people locally, far as them strangers, you know, they have to start thinking about that from now before the ships start coming back in port. Now, the other subject I want to talk on is that old lady Emma, we call it.
Emma, we're not gonna talk about AJ.
No, I'm just telling you.
We're not gonna talk about AJ.
Just going about in town, giving people old steel peas and things like that. I don't know where they're getting that from and think that it's some charitable thing they do. That's not good. You know, you cannot do that to people and think that the government vote for you. Not bribe people with old food, that's not good. That's my contribution tonight.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. Well, we're winding down a little bit here tonight. The man Champagne has retired hood. He's retired hood. Dr. Secret is here. We're going to take one more call.
Yeah,
we're going to take one more call and see how that goes. Good night, you on the air. It's Crossfire. Good night. Hello.
Yeah, good night. You hearing me?
You on the air? You're talking Secret there?
No, man, I'm we can try it there.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a problem with the police and the way they operate.
What's that problem?
When I look, you and me.
Yeah, go ahead. What's the problem?
The problem is, you're telling me that Joachim Henry went and disturbed the church, and he is not charged when what he is a criminal charge. I cannot understand the precedent in which the police is setting in this island. Because how can a man commit a crime that is a criminal crime, and then
which is why the police need to make a statement. This is an incident of intense public interest.
Yeah, but listen to what I am saying. A man commit an offense, which is a criminal offense. People have been wondering what is going on in this island when it comes to that.
Well, caller, let me tell you something. I like to be correct. You presume that he committed a criminal offense.
It is a criminal offense because there's a law in the Central that says that you cannot disturb a church after the incident that happened at the Catholic Church.
Yes.
So it is a criminal offense. And you're telling me the man is not charged when he commit a crime against the state.
And again, I will say that is why the police need to make a statement, because this is not just a regular case. It involves
yes, you
a
understand.
number
and not only that, my point, not only that, you have Philip J. Pierre and what's the other man name that handled the
former
gun?
president of the Senate.
Former president of the Senate that handled the gun.
Yes.
At that point in which these two men had the gun, it was illegal gun in their hands. That gun was illegal in their hands because they are not licensed to carry that particular gun. You understand what I'm saying? You're telling me up to now that the police have not come out and say to the public nothing when we are living in a place of gun here and gun there. And you're telling me that if you walk in the streets of Castries and you just watch a police twice, you want to come and gosh at you and slap you?
That is why.
These men are only troubling. Huh?
That is why I say, caller, a very big question comes out of all of this. That certain people, or for whatever reason, whatever information they had, whatever soupçon they had, whatever call was made to them, whatever conversation they had, were convinced at the time that the situation required the firearm to be removed from the custody of Joachim Henry.
By a police.
So now I want to know who is going to decide what conditions are going to dictate that the firearm can be returned to him.
You understand what I'm saying? Because what I am saying,
who is going to make that determination? Based on what?
Yeah, what I'm saying, throughout all of that, the man is getting energy to do even more. Because in the eyes of the public, there's no justice in that.
True.
You understand? I can remember a time I was walking by the old KFC, you know, the old KFC by First National Bank?
On Bridge Street.
I was walking there. It was around 8 o'clock in the night, and there was this red guy in camouflage uniform. Are you with me?
Yeah, we're there.
Right there.
And he was ruffling up a young guy. And I just stood up there and watched that. And I only said, whoa, that's not nice. The police tell me, don't interfere in my work, man. When the garçon, I not interfere in your work. Don't call me garçon.
Bon, yeah.
Yes. Don't call me garçon. So all of these little things, you understand? You were seeing that the police is harassing and ruffling up good people in the streets of Castries. But when they get to these men that believe they can do what they want, and there's nothing for that. Because I am telling you, if it was a small man that had handled that gun from Joachim, they would be arrested. You're not telling me that Joachim committed a crime against the state. It is not against the church, you know. It is against the state. Because it's the state that put the law that no church service must not be disturbed by the public. It is a crime against the state. And you're telling me that because of a few nonsense lawyers that go there and believe they did, you tell me that he was not charged?
Well, caller, when I spoke about that on my program, if I tell you how many police who send messages to me, tell me I'm attacking the police, those that call the radio station and this, that, and the other.
Nobody is attacking the police. The police has set a bad precedent for themselves.
You understand? Because people asking what is going on, they need to hear the police make a statement.
Of course.
And that is what we are talking about. They call me here. They call me here. They send message. They send message on my phone. Tell me I attacking police. I attacking this and that.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Caller, you have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds, caller.
Yes. This is not a case concerning Joachim and the church. The police must make a public statement so the public would look up to the police that they're doing their work, but they are not doing it. They're doing nothing. So any young man can think of, oh, that's how they move in, so I don't do what I want to. It's terrible. That's very bad for our country. I never seen my country like that.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much for calling in on Crossfire.
But I'll tell you something, Mr. Nobot, based on what the caller said there. You see, right now, I letting the police do their work. Do your work. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Do not ask me anything. Massive, fair to value. Because when people call here and they ask about, they need to hear something from the police. They feel, well, here we attacking them and all those kind of things. Quitte police fait à hayo. Moi-même, Herod fait à hayo. Police supposé faire à hayo. Pas quitter moi ma interfère à hayo. So pas des pièces cause pour couiller ici et pour joindre mes cadres magasin the way you talking like you attacking the police. Qui police me attaque? I have brother that's police. And I love the police. Oui.
Okay, folks, that's it for tonight. Yes. Dr. Secret?
Yeah, because
Herod,
tonight, the tambour again.
Champagne retire hood. Qui ça y est en Google? Eh bien, Bima.
Yes.
Folks, okay, that's it for tonight with us on GVD TV, and
we have to say good night to the people.
Herod? Well, Herod will say good night.
Je veux dire bonsoir pour tout le monde qui était avec nous ce soir. Et comme on avait des on avait des quatuors diffés ce soir. Maintenant, on part pour la maison. Avec moi, il y a un docteur Sigré, il y a M. William aussi. On va chez nous maintenant. Et je veux dire pour tout le monde, bien bonsoir. On va voir encore la semaine prochaine.
Ok. All right. Eh bien, cette lycée, regardez ça bien. Bonsoir. Merci un peu pour tout le monde qui reste écouter nous. C'est pas Crossfire qu'on nous nomme les canines, puisque Ring the Bell parle, c'est l'équipe plus fort en tambour. Champagne try ba tout point qui a fait mal actuellement là. So moi dit tout le monde une bonne soirée et puis Mamay Flambeau continue parler ba yon à l'autre pour make sure that qui nous Mamay Flambeau voter et pour that qui Labour Party pas jamais gagner élection ça pas yon site moi vle yo gain pas quitter moun intimider ça là où ka dit ba si c'est gouzo répondre si c'est pas gouzo pas répondre mais là où ka marcher toujours garder à sous épaule puisque c'est moun ça yo méchant puisque yo ni des mots yo.
Y buenas noches y muchas gracias para todos ustedes en Puerto Rico y alrededor del mundo que están escuchando con nosotros aquí en Crossfire en Sky FM 93.1 en Santa Lucía y alrededor del mundo. Muchas gracias. Hasta la semana que viene, el sábado, cada sábado desde las 8:30, Crossfire con Herod con Dr. Secret, Norberto y yo. Y Champagne, y cuando regresa, ring the bell. And thank you so much, folks, for joining us here on another Saturday night of Crossfire, discussing the issues. Today is the 12th day of June, 1 month to go.
Yes.
And sometime within that 1 month, until the 12th of July, the announcement will be made. We don't need any press conference. We don't need no gades. We don't need anybody from the other side with the 6 horsemen and whoever else to predict anything. We all know.
We're not ringing bell.
You're not telling us anything we don't know. So everybody's waiting for Prime Minister Alan Chasney to make the announcement. Meanwhile, thank you very much. Have a good night, folks. Thank you for joining us once again all around the world, in the diaspora and in St. Lucia. Hope you have a wonderful night. We're now going to join the BBC for world news already in progress.
Crossfire, discussing the issues. Norbert Williams, Champagne, Dr. Secret, and Ring the Bell. Thursdays, 8 p.m. on Sky FM and GVD TV. Don't you miss it.
Mr. Speaker, it is very easy for the opposition to say close the borders. Very easy, Mr. Speaker. Or despite COVID-19, they continue to receive 100% of their salaries, despite all the challenges that we face, Mr. Speaker. But when we close the borders, Mr. Speaker, the taxi drivers receive those salaries. When we close the economy, Mr. Speaker, the construction worker is not paid. When we close the borders, Mr. Speaker, the waitress who many times is a single parent and the only breadwinner in our home, she receives no pay. We do care. It is because we care that we are doing the responsible thing. And so, Mr. Speaker, it is critical that we spend the necessary resources so that we can put this country back to work. And that's what this is all about.
Hi everyone, I'm Amira Suri and I'm a student